Hello everyone, my name is Master Steve and welcome to the Hunter Call of the Wild. It's been a long time since I've posted some hunting content on this channel, and most of the time if I do post hunting content, it's going to be Hunting Simulator 2, but because the developers have really not added anything and I've covered pretty much everything there is in that game except for a few things, I decided that in order to just kind of have fun with some hunting games again, that I would hop into the Hunter Call of the Wild. So I got this game when it first came out, and I never really got into it because I play on console, and I felt like a lot of the menus and just I don't know how you equip stuff and kind of navigate your inventory was just a little clunky for console, and I never really it never really grew on me. But I've come back to it, and I did just kind of a look around for all the DLC for this game, and they've just added so many reserves and just so much stuff that I thought I'd give it another whirl. And so I spent about, I don't know, a good 4 hours in this game, and I had not realized how much this game has improved. It is a drastic difference from the last time I played it. So I just thought I'd just kind of start covering this game just so I can have fun with hunting content again. I figured instead of stressing myself out about what else to post about Hunting Simulator 2, I just get back to doing what I enjoy, which is just playing hunting games and just having fun with them. So I'm not going to do the whole video of showing just like my exploration of the map because that's boring. No one cares about that. I did go around and claim a lot of the outposts and lookout points, but no one really cares about that. So I cut all that stuff out, and we're just going to focus mainly on just, all the animals I got and stuff like that. So if you're new to the channel and you like just hunting content in general, make sure you try to watch this through. Leave me some feedback in the comment sections. And if you enjoy it and want to see more of it, subscribe. I'll definitely be doing some just more playthrough videos of this game, just because I do want to just start doing what I enjoy a lot more instead of trying to just keep pumping out videos. So to start off here, I claimed one outpost down south just because it was kind of part of the story, and then I just, as usual, ignored the story, just kind of wandered off on my own, just in order to just look for stuff. So this is a relatively new reserve, and I figured why not just kind of, I don't know, go with my gut instinct of I'll kind of start down here just by the water and stuff and see what I can find. Normally you can find I don't know, I think it's like the drinking zones for animals or stuff. So I figured I'd look for some of those and figure out what I can start with. So I went out to the lake to the east, and first thing I come across is just some tiger tracks actually. So I did find a drinking zone for a Bengal tiger, which intrigues me because I think I might come back here later and see what I can find. So wandering on east of that lake, I just kind of was walking around this little plain, and I finally spot a water buffalo. So this one is rated a 6, which is not too bad. But then I see this guy, and the horns on this one are absolutely beautiful. I figured that one might be a gold trophy. I don't know, probably a silver. But this one is an 8 difficulty and just looks absolutely massive, and I want that. And of course, right as I see it, just my luck in this game, he just turns the opposite direction and starts running. So I'm sitting here trying to figure out what to do because that is definitely an animal that would be worth something. And if I could start this off with a gold trophy, I would be absolutely ecstatic. So I'm just going to see if I can maybe see if he slows down or not. I don't know. He does kind of stop here for a second, but he does kind of keep roaming off into the woods. So this is where I start thinking, okay, I got to go super slow. Hunting Simulator 2, I didn't really you don't have to worry about noise that much you do in this game. This game, you have to pay very, very close attention to everything you step on. So as I start kind of coming out here, I am trying to spot the brush as much as I can, seeing if I can spot this pretty decent sized buffalo out there. And I'm just seeing a lot of the smaller ones. I just can't quite get my eyes on the one I want. And all of a sudden, I hear something calling out to the right. And it's a water buffalo doing a mating call, and all of a sudden there is a 7 difficulty water buffalo right next to me, and he spots me, and I just think to myself, oh crap, if I don't, get him, he's going to run off and alert the others, and I'll get nothing. So I figured instead of settling for nothing, why not just take one down to start off with? It's kind of my first time back in this game. Why not see if I can just start off with a good animal? So it did seem like I got a decent shot off on him, and as I start tracking, It does appear that I did get a vital organ hit on him, which is extremely good. Because I hate absolutely tracking these things for miles in this game. Sometimes you can hit this thing in the foot and it'll go on for like 6 miles and then eventually it'll drop dead and it drives me crazy. So far, so good. I think this water buffalo might be a silver, hopefully. I highly doubt it's a gold. The rack of horns on this thing was just not really that big, so hopefully I get something out of it. I don't know. And something's calling out right in front of me, but I don't figure it's anything I have to worry about. The blood trail's already dropping down that 25% to 50% level, so honestly it probably is just that buffalo dying. So as I keep tracking it through the woods here, I'm just going to keep my eyes out, see if I can see it. And it has to be up here super close. 0 to 25% on the blood trail. It has to be right in front of me. Come on. 2 seconds away. Come on. And we should be getting there right about, come on, almost there, 0 to 25%. There it is, right up in front of me. Awesome. And it looks like a decently sized animal. Hopefully it's like I said, I'd like a gold trophy, but this is hopefully a silver at best. Probably a bronze, for being honest. So without further ado, let's see what it is. Probably nothing great. And it's a silver, which is not a bad way to start off getting back into this game, which is good. So like I said, not a bad start. So after this, I decided I would head up north and just kind of explore more of the mountain regions in this game because, it's Nepal, you're in the Himalayas. The appeal of the Himalayas is just you're up so high. So as I go off into the mountains, I just start off by doing a drive-by shooting on a herd of yaks because that's what you do for fun. This one looked semi-decent, so, why not? I didn't really look at the other ones, to be honest, that much, but literally just hopped off my ATV and just pumped this thing full of bullets and just try to get the kill on it because I want something and I'm just back having fun hunting animals. So 4 shots into that should be a guaranteed kill. There is absolutely no way I missed out on that. That has to be a freebie. And so when I run after the blood trail, it's already down that 25 to 50% range for its health. It has to be in the bushes up here somewhere. There's no way that thing ran very far. 4 shots. I am using a 30-06. I'm not a very high level in this game because, like I said, I never really got into it to begin with. So I probably could be carrying something heavier for these bigger animals, but I figure a 30-06 is sufficient enough for stuff in this area. And here it is up here in the woods, not too bad. Bronze, which is, I think I could have definitely at least gotten a silver out of that herd if I would have actually, stopped and looked at them, not just hopped off my ATV and started blasting. But, you live and you learn. Not too big of a deal. So as I kind of make my way up after exploring some more, I kind of came down here in the woods and I got a wild yak kind of giving me a warning call. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, gonna be the normal thing, whatever, no big deal. It's probably not even a good one. And as I start kind of crawling up here, I actually get lucky. I was surprised to see this. This one actually did not look half bad. It's rated 8 with mythical difficulty, and this thing actually looks like it has a decent set of horns on it, so I want this thing. So I just try to be as quiet as I possibly can. It's going to be kind of difficult to catch up with it because mythical animals in this game, if as soon as you step on a stick, it seems like they run away from you. So I'm trying my best to just be as quiet as I possibly can, just kind of ease up on it. And the trail is pretty easy to follow, luckily, and I just am looking out for any signs of movement. And I have to admit, hunting yaks in this area of the map was kind of a lot more difficult than I thought because I'm looking at a super dark animal and I'm in a very heavily forested region, and it's just I cannot spot it no matter what I do. So if I'm gonna see it, I'm gonna be relatively close and it's gonna be relatively easy to spook. So I gotta make sure I'm going super slow and just very methodically and see if I can make sure I do not spook this thing because, like I said, this thing had a decent difficulty rating on it. It looked like it had a decent set of horns, and I'm not feeling good after that bronze yak. I want something better. So up here, I just immediately see, boom, there it is. And looking at it from this angle, honestly, it looks pretty good. So pull the rifle out and see if we can get a decent shot. I thought about a bow shot for a second, just in case the rest of the herd was around, because I didn't want to startle the rest of them. But I figured this thing looks isolated, so why not just put a shot into it real quick and see what I can do. So one shot looked like it landed pretty well. I try doing a second shot. I don't even think the second shot hit, to be honest. We'll go up there and see in just a second, but goes down relatively easily. Thank goodness. I don't want to chase after this thing. And luckily just right up here for a quick harvest. So hopefully a silver tier on this one. I mean, for a high difficulty animal, I'd hope at least a silver. This one definitely looks much, much better than that first one I did a drive-by shooting of. And yeah, antlers look pretty good. Silver rating, and honestly, really, really pleased with that. So after I shot this thing, I kind of kept working my way down towards one of these high mountain lakes. And I mean, this actually, this made me jump. I was not expecting this. So I'm just kind of crawling around the bush, and all of a sudden, I mean, this yak almost comes over the top of this ridge line right in front of me. You'll barely see its antler for like a second. And I mean, it totally startled me. I thought it was farther away than this. And so, I mean, you'll see it here in just a second. Like I said, so you get the warning call, boom, right there, it turns right around. And I have no idea if that was a good animal or not. I mean, with my luck, it probably was. That might be the only gold yak I'd ever see in my whole life playing this game. But it just ran away. I have no chance of catching up with it, so I just figured, why not just keep working my way down towards the lake. So I guess that's one loss. The antler did look, the horn did look decent when it kind of crested that ridge line for just a second. It looked okay, but I didn't follow it. I didn't feel like tracking it down. So I kept coming down here towards this lake because, usual strategy in this game, try to find drinking zones, rest zones, feed zones, and just kind of see what kind of herd you can look at. So as I'm coming down here, I honestly am not familiar with all of the animals in the region. I don't know what I'm looking for, but I'm just trying to make sure I'm quiet so I can come up with something. So I start glassing the hillside, and I spot this blue sheep, and, the antlers on this thing are horns. My bad again. I'm so used to not having a variety of animals like this game has. And I mean, this thing looks decent. I'm not going to spook it really. This lake is wide enough to where I could probably run down there and not spook it at all. But I'm just trying to make sure there's anything close to me. I'm not going to startle it, and so just kind of keep looking around the outside of the lake. And so far, it only seems like there's one sheep. And honestly, that one sheep did, like I said, it did look like it had decent antlers on it. And I figured, why not take it? That one over there is, one difficulty rating higher than that last one, so it might be worth a little more. Then all of a sudden, there's actually a pretty decent sized yak down here on the right. I don't know, what it is with me and yaks so far, but so far I think they're just fun to hunt, and I don't want to let this thing get away. It has easily, 1,000 credits in this game, and I really want that. So I'm trying to think if I can have some way where I can kill the yak and the sheep, because I haven't harvested a blue sheep yet, and I want to see if I can, at least get one of each animal for this region starting off. So this yak is at least not alerted to my presence yet. He's just kind of traveling normally. He's not alerted, and so I'm pretty clear to just kind of do whatever I want. I'm crawling just to make sure I'm keeping quiet. I don't want to startle this thing. I want to make sure I get a kill on it, and I want to make sure I do this correctly. So my goal right here is going to be one sheep and the yak, and I'm just checking up around the other side because I don't want to take a shot at this thing if there's a better one on the other side I don't see. So after a thorough check of the lake, I'm kind of like, okay, this yak is going to be the highest rated thing here. It's going to be worth the most money, and hopefully I can get that sheep along with it. So just kind of see what my plan is going to be here. This is super difficult because I know as soon as I shoot, it's sitting right there next to that blue sheep, and I know as soon as I shoot it, it's going to be startled and try to run off. So how can I get both? I really don't know. Honestly, it's been a while since I played this game. I don't remember how I had my wheel set up. So I'll start aiming, and I'm just like, I don't know if I should aim a little high because the shot will drop. I really don't know the distance I'm looking at, but I figured, why not aim straight on at first? Kind of sitting here overthinking at this point, and it's just in the brush, and I figure, why not shoot it before it goes even farther up there? I have no idea if that hit or not, and hopefully I get a kill on that. I have no idea. I didn't see it really get startled, so we'll see what happens. And so as I work my way around the lake, I had a sheep run at me, and I figured, why not just kill it? So there's my first blue sheep. Silver rating is not too bad. It really was just running straight at me, so I figured, why not take the shot at it real quick? And as I'm kind of running around up here, it turns out I did miraculously land the shot on that yak, and the bleed rate was actually relatively decent. I already found it down to 0 to 25%, which is good. A 30-06 from that range, kind of in the brush, I didn't really think I would get a vital hit on it at all, and I'd probably just end up having to get a second shot on it. But no, turns out I actually got the kill, which is kind of surprising. And it's actually not too bad of an animal. I think this one is going to be a silver rating, maybe probably a bronze, looking at how small the horns are. But no, silver rating actually, so that's pretty good. So super pleased, got 2 animals up there by that lake, and I figured I would just keep working my way south to more of these high mountain lakes. So as I come up to this one, boom, 1 blue sheep down there, and looking at the horns on that one, it looks bigger than the last one I shot. So figured why not side up here, and if I can get the quick kill on it, boom, 1 shot, 1 kill, easy stuff. And there's more down here, and I figured maybe I can get the second one. I'm not sure. Try to just kind of, move a little methodically. Then I figured why not just run down here, because if it's going to run, it's going to stop right in front of me like the last one did probably, and I can probably get a kill on it. The blue sheep, I mean, they don't seem as skittish as some of the other animals, so figured why not risk it. And so come down here, and this, like I said, this one looks bigger. This might be my first gold, and yes, this is my first gold for this region, a gold blue sheep. And honestly, like I said, nice set of horns on it, looking really good. So super pleased with that, and my plan is just keep working my way south and hitting all these lakes up here. There's just a bunch of small ones right in a row, and I'm just going to keep working my way down. And so as I'm working my way down here, this is where I kind of spot a decent herd of blue sheep. I found a drinking zone for them, and this is just really like a good opportunity for me. I could probably get 3 here if I so chose to, and I think I'm going to try to, because it just seems like good money, and I really want to see if I can find a really good one here. And so, just looking at this herd, it's probably only about 7 of them ish, probably 6 or 7, but there are some like pretty big ones down there. That one right there walking away, to me, looks like has the best set of horns on it, but I'm not sure how I want to go about it. That one running right there also looks really decent. There's just so many to choose from. So, I'm just sitting here contemplating at this point. I don't know what I want to go after. That one right there almost looked like he had a different fur type, and then there's this guy over here. I don't know what happened to him. He appears to just be contemplating life, just going back and forth. But that one right there looks like he has a different fur type. So I'm thinking maybe that one will be worth the most, but at the same time, this guy closest to me, it just seems like a freebie to me. Like I said, he just can't decide where he wants to go in life. He looks confused. Figured might as well just put him out of his misery. Like, why not? He just seems like a freebie. I could probably get an easy bow shot on him just really quickly and just move on with my life. So I'm just really sitting here looking at this like maybe I should, but I see that one in the back, and honestly, now I'm looking at this now, yeah, that guy walking right there is probably the trophy I wanted. As soon as I'm sitting here trying to make my choice, this made me mad. As soon as I'm like, yeah, maybe I'll go for him, runs off, and I'm like, I don't think it's worth sacrificing the rest of my opportunity on this herd to go after him, because I do just want to see if I can get maybe another gold out of this. That one might have been a diamond. I don't know. The fur looked different. The horns looked pretty good. That one was probably either a high gold or a diamond. And it's just, he went running off. I don't know how far he would have gone. I figured why not just, we'll ease back into the game to start off with, and we'll settle for a gold or something down here. So I don't want to spook the ones by the water, because I want to see if I can get more than one here, because just more money. Right now I need to be buying as much stuff as I possibly can. And like I said, this guy, I feel bad for him. We've all been there. You just get confused about where you want to go. You can't make up your mind. He's just really seems to be struggling. So I'm just going to see if I can watch the rest of the herd a little bit as I'm approaching, because I do not want one of them to be alerted to me or be startled and all run off. So everyone still seems pretty calm, pretty good, and I'm just really trying to make sure I do this correctly. And as I'm approaching this guy, I'm just kind of thinking, like, this could really be bad, taking this shot, because he's going back and forth so quickly. What if my shot misses? And at the last second, he turns around and looks at me, and he's calling off, and all of a sudden everyone's running. So I figured, why not try to put a bow shot in him? And first time back in this game and I don't know how long, and I actually landed it. I cannot believe that. I actually got the bow shot off on that thing, and the rest of them stayed still. So that to me, I feel like that's a decent accomplishment. That was a one shot, one kill on that guy, nice and easy. And I'm trying to see if I can figure out this guy. I mean, he is running for his life, and I think I can get him, and I can. So, assuming that arrow took out that other one, I mean, he probably ran a decent distance. This should be 3 pretty good blue sheep in a row. So, let's see how I did here. We know we got 2 confirmed, 1 possible. I know the bow shot landed. Bleed rate very low, so it's probably 50-50 on that one. I'm not sure. This guy, Silver, I mean, not too bad. He posed very nicely for his photo right there. Very appreciative. And I'm going to go up here and get this other one. Hopefully this other one's a gold at least. I'd like to not just get all silvers. I mean, he looked like he had a decent set of horns on him as well. I mean, silver is probably expected at this point. So I'm just still kicking myself over not getting that other one that wandered up in the woods. I mean, I figured he would be a nice one. But this guy actually was probably my best one of the day. I mean, good looking one. Nice fur coat on him. Just looks great. So now it's time to go see if we found the one with the bow. I don't know if I got him or not. I mean, watching the animation, it definitely looked like I got the hit on him. I mean, whether he bled out or not, I really don't know. But, you live and you learn. Hopefully, as I, ease it back into this game and get better and better at it, I'll be able to get some more of these diamond animals and, actually get some trophies that are worth bragging about, worth taking pride in. But just to start off with, it's more about having fun, enjoying hunting again, and just, getting back in the swing of things and just enjoying making content again. I really have missed just being able to enjoy a hunting game. So, I mean, I grew up on these things. I remember playing Cabela's Big Game Hunter as a kid and thinking that was like the greatest game of my time. I don't know if anyone even remembers Cabela's Big Game Hunter besides me, but man, playing that game on the Wii with like the plastic gun you can put the Wii remote in, like that was like, to me, the most fun hunting game I ever played. I would kill for them to remake the Cabela's Big Game Hunter series again. I absolutely loved that series. I lived on that as a kid. But anyway, back to this. As we're following this blood trail here, I mean, the bleed rate is, when it says the health at the top, it is going down to 25-50% by now. So I figured, actually, I did get the kill on this guy, which, like I said, from above, from that range, I'm pretty proud of that. And I feel like it was a pretty good shot. And hopefully not too much further. I really hate it when the animals run up elevation in this game because your character does not move up inclines very well. I mean, it was the same in Hunting Simulator 2. I don't know what it is about developers that make hunting games, but man, moving up any sort of elevation whatsoever, I mean, it feels like your character just cannot do it sometimes. But luckily that was relatively smooth. And I mean, come on, bleed rate 0 to 25% up here. It should be dead somewhere up here, and yep, right up there's the outline of it. And hopefully it's another gold. I don't know. I think it should be. And yep, arrow blinking right there. Beautiful kill. Let's see what we got. Silver, which is disappointing, but at least I got 1 gold out of that herd. And so after this, I fast traveled back down to that main lodge because the sun was going down, and I just want to see what else I could get. And I find this herd, I honestly don't know how to pronounce these things. I don't know how to pronounce the name of them, but they look, some sort of deer, and it looks like a decent herd. Some of the ones on the right seem to have pretty decent antlers on them. I'm like, okay, maybe get 1 more kill before the video ends here. So I still got just enough daylight here, and I feel like this is going to be a good, solid kill. There's a few birds out in front of me, but I don't have a shotgun on me. And as I'm stalking this herd, I totally screwed this up, and I was honestly upset. So I come up here, and I don't know how I missed that 2 feet away from me. Try to get my rifle out in time, and it just moves so fast. I hesitate on the shot in the second one. I can't get the third one lined up. They all go running off, and it just did not work out for me. And so I try following the herd a little more, and I got the shot off, which was good. And I came up here in the woods, and the map shows the little purple spot on it, so you got to kill, but I roamed around here forever, and I could not confirm my kill. So somewhere up here there's a deer that I should have harvested, but I came away with absolutely nothing. So I guess that's disappointing. It might have been a silver at best. It did look like a decent little herd, but I guess nothing today. So that's about it for this video. I think I'm gonna just, like I said, my goal is to just get back into hunting content and just really enjoy it more, just post and just have fun with it, and just, have it be a hobby again and just really get to enjoy myself. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, a comment, maybe subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and stay tuned for episode 2. I'm gonna try and make some real good stuff for you guys, and I'm just, like I said, I'm really trying my best to get back into hunting content. So that'll end this day in this game. We'll wake up tomorrow for episode 2, and like I said, stay tuned on the channel, subscribe for some more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.